Hello, literature lovers. Today I'm discussing Dante's Divine Comedy. It's a long Italian narrative poem by Dante, begin 1308, completed in 1320, a year before his death in 21. It is widely considered to be preeminent work in Italian literature and one of the greatest works of world literature. The poem's imaginative vision of the afterlife is representative of the medieval worldview as it had developed in the Western Church by the 14th century. It helped establish the Tuscan language in which it is written, also in the most present day Italian market editions, as the standardized Italian language. It is divided into three parts: Inferno, Purgatorio, and Paradiso. The narrative takes as its literal subject the state of souls after death and presents an image of divine justice meted out as due punishment or reward, and describes Dante's travels through hell, purgatory, and paradise or heaven, while allegorically the poem represents the soul's journey towards God, beginning with the recognition and rejection of sin, followed by penitent Christian life, which is then followed by the soul's ascent to God. Dante draws on medieval Roman Catholic theology and philosophy, especially Thomistic philosophy derived from Summa Theologica of Thomas Aquinas. Consequently, the Divine Comedy has been called the Summa in verse. In Dante's work, the pilgrim Dante is accompanied by three guides: Virgil, who represents human reason; Beatrice, who represents divine revelation; theology, representing faith and grace; Saint Bernard of Clairvaux, who represent contemplative mysticism and devotion to Mary. The work was originally simply titled Commedia, Tuscan for comedy, and later adjusted to the modern Italian commedia. The objective Divina was added by Boccaccio in the first addition to the poem. Divine Commedia is the title was that of the Venetian humanist Dolls, published in 1555 by Gabriel Ferrari. The Divine Comedy is composed of 14,233 lines that are divided into three catic. Firstly, Inferno; second, Purgatio; and then Paradiso. Never forget Inferno, that is the hell. There is a first clear representation of hell here. Each of it contains 33 cantos. It's an initial canto serving as an Introduction to the poem, generally considered to be part of the first Katika, begins the total number of cantos to 100. It is generally accepted, however, that the first two cantos serve as an unitary prologue to the entire epic, and that the opening two cantos of each cantica serves as prologues to each of the three cantiques. The number 3 is prominent in the work, represented in part by the number of cantique and their lengths. Additionally, the verse scheme tertiarima is hendecasyllabic, means 11 syllables, with the lines composing tercets according to rhyme scheme ABA, BCB, CDC, DED. The total number of syllables in each tercet is thus 33, the same as the number of cantos in each cantica. Written in the first person, the poem tells of Dante's journey through the three realms of the dead, lasting from the night before Good Friday to the Wednesday after Easter in the spring of 1300. The Roman poet Virgil guides him through hell and purgatory. Beatrice, Dante's ideal woman, guides him through heaven. Beatrice was a Florentine woman he had met in childhood and admired from afar in the mode of then fashionable courtly love tradition, which is highlighted in Dante's earlier work, La Vita Nova. The structure of the three realms follow a common numerical pattern of 1 plus 9 plus 1 for a total number of 10, and the 9 circles of Inferno followed by Lucifer contained at its bottom, 9 rings of Mount Purgatory followed by the Garden of Eden, crowning its summit, and 9 callacious bodies of Paradiso, followed by Empyrean containing the very essence of God within each group of 9, and several elements correspond to specific moral scheme subdivided into 3 subcategories, while 2 others of greater particularly are added to total 9. For example, the 7 deadly sins of the Catholic Church that are cleansed in purgatory are joined by special lamps for the late repentant and the excommunicated by the Church. The core 7 sins within purgatory correspond to a moral scheme of love, perverted, subdivided into 3 groups corresponding to excessive love, that is, lust or greed, deficient love, that is, sloth, and malicious love, that is, envy, pride, and wrath. In central Italy's political struggle between Guelphs and Ghibellines, Dante was part of guilds who, in general, favored the papacy over the Holy Roman Emperor. Florence gas split into factions around 1300. The white girls and the black girls. Dante was among the white girls who were exiled in 1302 by the Lord Mayor Cantide Gubbio after troops under Charles of Valios entered the city. At the request of Pope Boniface VIII, who supported the black girls, this exile, which lasted the rest of the Dante's life, shows its influence in many parts of comedy, from prophecies of Dante's exile to Dante's views of politics to the eternal damnation of some of his opponents. The last word in each of the three cantic is stel, that is, stars. That's all for today. Thanks for being part of it.